Boom, boom, boom. The way my energy went up and my light went down at the same time is crazy.
Girl, you could not interpret that.
Girl,
I know that you've been down.
need somebody
Literally.
to talk to.
Girl, you don't have to be hiding. Don't you be ashamed to say
I
I
saw
hate
this
you.
TikTok and they were like saying that like that album is like a journey of dating in your 30s. They were like, oh, you know, in the beginning, it's all like, oh my God, my man, my man, my man, I want a soldier. And then you
Oh,
find out he a
Lord.
soldier for the streets, and you're like, I just want to cater to you. Then you realize that he ain't worth being catered to. So one of your girls finally sits you down and they're like, girl, it's time for you to want better for
Listen,
yourself right now, honey.
DC3, literally, and they were like, what? Still, I don't. Had they even hit 30 at that point?
No, I swear they were like 22 to 24 at that time, I think.
Right, because I'm pretty sure B was no, because when she did BET solo, she was definitely still in her 20s.
Yeah.
Child,
I
DC3
mean,
to
but
come
they
out with that
were beyond
album.
their years. But I
Mm.
mean, think about it. Like, look at their predecessors. Monica was 14 and them low heels, like talking about love and all of that. Monica and Usher, they were like really young doing
Usher
the
was
thing.
a child,
They were
a youthful
babies. Like,
child,
you're barely
and
a
they were
teenager.
grown women just lusting after him. Anyway, y'all, welcome back to another episode of the Untitled Africans podcast. I'm your host, Brian, aka MC Badby, with your girl.
I'm Wangeshi drinking my ginger tea. It's not actually tea, but you know, it rhymes.
You know what? Sometimes that's all you really need.
Sometimes, you know, you gotta flex for the bars, for the bar's
Like,
sake, you
oh
know.
yeah, I forgot you a rapper.
Honey, put some respect on my name,
Your trapper
Wangeshi.
favorite rapper favorite trapper.
Exactly. Coming through the block, looking extra hot. Don't make me get my Glock. Now pull up and I'm gonna take a shot. You know,
Bra,
it's a
bra,
work in
bra.
progress.
Listen,
What's that?
XXL freestyle. Somebody come, like.
No, what's that rap alert page where they have like the green background? That's what I
Oh my
need. I really be in my
god.
bag.
No, you do not need that,
You know, they
please.
had Estelle on there
Yes, I saw her singing
singing
American
American
Boy.
Boy.
Somebody was like, I'm
I was
confused about what this platform is for. And I was like, it don't matter.
no, literally,
It don't
because I
matter.
really could have sworn it was for like random underground rappers.
I was
And
like,
then now they have Estelle. I think Chloe Bailey went on there. I was
mm-hmm.
like, I'm confused. Now y'all trying to be
Child.
colors?
Ah.
The Negroification of colors, honey.
Oh my god. I love that. I love colors. Anyway, girl, how have you been? How's your week been?
I've been good. You know, Friday morning was just, I woke up really abruptly at 5 a.m. I couldn't even get the crust out of my eyes before I go on Instagram. Go to Janae Craig's story and see Robin, Rihanna, Fenty Savage on my screen with the Queen Janae together. And then look who comes up next, Serena Page, also with
Mm.
Rihanna. Got the light all in her face. Selfie. Love you, girl. Rihanna's like, love you too. I'm like, I know that's right. So
I know that's right. Come
big bang,
on.
puts me at the belly button. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love
So my
that.
week was good. My week was good. That was a nice wake up call. It was a very productive week.
Mm-hmm.
So there's also that at least, but nothing is beating Friday morning.
Did you have any roses or thorns of the week?
Oh, that's so cute. Okay, that was my rose.
Mm-hmm.
My thorn was waking up at 5 a.m. involuntarily and not going back to sleep till midnight the next day.
You're still having
Because
that?
you know, yeah. Well, I just didn't like. I just forgot to nap. My body just doesn't know. Like it needs
Oh,
to
so
take
if you
time.
don't nap, you don't sleep all the way through the night?
No, like if if I don't sleep through the night, I'm just screwed because my body doesn't let me nap most of the time.
Oh my god.
So I didn't nap yesterday, even though I really was like planning to. What were your
I want to
roses
take a
and thorns?
nap. Well, my week was pretty chill. My rose for this week was definitely the call we had yesterday. That was
Mm.
pretty epic. My thorn, just realizing like how much shit I have to do to the point where it's like I needed either an assistant or a to-do list.
Mm. I'd love an
Um,
assistant.
like I look at AI, somebody who could be like running the background shit, and I could just show up to shit, man. Like that's really yeah, that's it. I feel like right
Yeah.
now I have like 5 jobs, like
Oh, that's
always
fair.
just. But the thing is, like everything's remote, so it's like I feel like I'm just running around. But I only have one job, and the rest
Running
is all
around
just
between tabs on your computer. No, that's real. That is so real.
like jumping back and forth. But it's been a pretty good week, I can say. Oh, what something happened this week that I wanted to share. It was
Your
memorable
stone.
and huh?
Your
Oh,
stone.
you guys want an update?
You need an
Well, I don't know if
update.
you saw me, but bitch, I'm still sipping my water, so you know what that
Oh,
means.
period.
She still ain't passed.
Oh, with time, with due time, friend. Did you find the video that was underneath our episode?
Girl, why you had me dying with that screenshot under that episode. Literally, I said the algorithm
Come
is
on, we about to get
algorithming
into
a
our
little too much, child.
right. She
Honey
don't know
child.
what's going on. AI just saw kidney stone and was like, okay, this is medical related type of
We
episode.
should have said that that episode was educational because of that.
Honestly, yeah,
Guys, if
yeah.
you want to
Just getting
learn
her.
the process of what it like going through getting kidney stones like out and stuff, go check out is it the most previous or the pre or actually don't go and
One,
listen to that episode.
four.
I just remembered. Do not go listen to that episode.
Struggling.
If you listen, if you like ever just I've never been the type to be like, don't go watch. Don't go,
It's
please.
okay. It's
Actually,
all right.
Rachel, don't show it to me. Keep it. Don't show it to me,
We're
please.
good right here. Right
We're
here
good
where
right
we're at.
yeah, where we're at. We're
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, other than that, my week's been I can't remember what it was that I wanted to share. I'm sure it'll come to me like literally in the middle of recording this, but yeah, that was my week. I'm just counting down until I'm on a boat headed to the Caribbean. Even though my
Mm,
people have not fared well on boats in the past, we're gonna
hmm.
this one's gonna be for funsies. So
Amen.
yeah,
Voluntary boat ride.
voluntarily,
That's yes.
showing up
That's
voluntarily.
difference.
So
That
no,
makes a world of difference.
a world. Okay, listen, but girl, let's just go ahead and jump into this week's topic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Reinvention. Um, in the context of between your 25 and like your 30, your 20, like 20, mid 20s and 30s, right? There's this epiphany that happens where you start to really discover who you are and you're, really building, you know, who you're becoming and whatnot, right? And there comes a moment where you just look at yourself and you're just like, wait, I don't know if who I am is who I want to continue to be right now, or if how I dress
Mm,
is how I want to continue to dress. So most people go through, a reinvention per se. But I don't know. For me, it's been a little bit more difficult, in that sense, because like I can't dress like a 21-year-old or like a early 20s person because that's Gen Z and them girls like they were saying in that other pod you were talking about. Them skirts a little too short for me, and the look,
always got my ass out. Always let my titty show.
I'm like, but that's cute for them because they young sprite things, they can do that. That's cute for them. But I'm like, girl, I cannot. I'm almost 30. And I get that, like, there's the whole like, oh, it's fine. Don't give a fuck what people got to say.
Just
But at
put
the
a
same
number.
time, yeah, there's this weird like pretending. Do you feel that, or is it just me?
No, I understand that. I
Like,
feel like I'm like of two sides. A part of me is like, I understand what you're saying, where it's like I don't feel comfortable dressing like that because like I'm not in my younger 20s. Like I would have felt more comfortable in those clothes if I was a little younger than I do here now today. But the other part of me is
yeah,
like, wear it anyway. Be
fuck
uncomfortable
it.
until it's comfortable. Like
What they gonna
it's
say?
like change is always uncomfortable, honey. Like, but I will say, like, I was trying on clothes for this vacay that we have coming up, and like, I got these really cute shorts at DreamCon, but they are the type of shorts that the young girls be wearing, where they
Oh, it's
stop
like
mid booty
lower
cheek,
ass, lower ass cheek, mid.
fully out, mid booty, like the lower half of my cheeks are fully out. And I'm like, wait, this looks so cute, but I don't want to wear this in front of anybody but my man. And I was like, when did I become this person? Like, I don't know when that happened. But I feel like, I don't know, a part of me wants to, I don't know about wearing that, but like still explore the different sides of style that make me a little uncomfy. Because a part of it is like, do I feel uncomfortable with it for real, or was I socialized to feel uncomfortable
Okay.
with it?
That was the other thing about this, because, or at least that I was like really having this. I had this internal like fucking argument, monologue, whatever you want to call it, with myself. Is like, okay, are we just socialized, conditioned to be like, all right, you're now this age, you have to dress a certain way, you have to look a certain way. But then there's also like the cultural like aspect of it. It's like, all right, you have to be, presentable at all times. You can't just be dressing, however you want. It's like, or is it just like,
Yeah,
fuck y'all, I'm gonna just
like
do
I,
me?
because sometimes the like things I put on, like sometimes I just okay. Sometimes I'll have my parents' voice, I feel like, in my head when I wear certain things. And it's like sometimes I'm like I put it down, I repress it, and I'm like, it makes me want to wear it even more. But I think like my wardrobe as a whole very much gives. She grew up with her parents who were very protective. Like her style will never veer too much from the suburban girl who grew up with traditional African parents. Like,
Traditionally very religious African parents.
okay. Like, so it's like as much as I want to deviate and explore, and I'm trying to right now, it's like I know their influence is in here heavy still.
Baby, they are. No. And for me, it was just like, I can't, like, even shopping nowadays, like, I don't know, because like I don't work in office, so it's like, my money, at least with my spending budget, and my money isn't going towards like office wear. So I'm like, okay, I need to find like, clothes just to wear on a regular. And it's just like, all right, well, how do people my age even dress? Like,
Mhm.
what do you just wear on just like a regular casual day? Like, let's just say you're just going out running errands. It's like, I don't want to rock sweatpants, but also I'm not
Right,
wearing a belted fucking,
athleisure.
yeah. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's cute if I'm actually going to the gym, like, to work out. I'll wear it. But then I'm like, okay, but let's just say I'm just having a casual day and I just want to chill. Like, but I still want
Mhm.
to feel like I'm, wearing something. It's like, how do you adapt your wardrobe to the individual that like you want to be? And I'm like, TikTok is great and it's helping, but it's like there's also that, like, like I said, that internal conversation that you start having with yourself about, is this me? I don't know. I've just been in a whole like weird like introspective era, as like
I
I
mean, you're
enter,
a fashion girly through and through. Like you pride yourself on fashion and
you
style.
know and like literally last night, I was talking to one of our friends, and I'm already like like thinking like birthday plans, um and I was like looking like outfits to wear, and I was just like on like ASOS and H&M and all these other websites, and Zara too, and I was just like, this shit is not for me. Like, the age that I'm turning does not represent what these outfits are, and so I literally had to, like, really start, like, digging through internet, and I just okay, and I was like, "Alright, let's look at some, like, fashion editorials, like, what are they saying is, you know?" I was like, "I've never been the person to, like, go to the magazines to, like, see." I'm like, "Maybe there's, you know." But even,
And
like,
so
looking yeah, but even, like, looking at, like, celebrity, like, outfits, it's like, I feel like there's this even in like fast fashion, it's like there's two areas, right? You have like the Forever 21s, the H&Ms, the Zaras. Those are targeted towards like people below 20s, right? And then you've got like they also have the other side of those stores where it's like targeted towards like 30, 35 plus. And it's like, okay, what about us late 20s girl who still want to be young and cute in turn,
in
but don't want to
between.
dress, but are not trying to dress business casual to the club?
No, for real.
And
Business
I
casual
can't be
club is crazy.
like I can't be wearing bucket hats and snapbacks every time I
Your
try to
whole
go out.
life.
I mean, don't get
Yeah.
me wrong, it's my look, but I'm like I'm trying to find a new signature. So it's and but then there's a whole nother aspect for me too, which is now like you know being that I am like non-binary. By the way, if none of y'all knew, yeah, it's like how do I because I enjoy dressing in like my masculine side, and I would like to explore more of like my feminine way of dressing, but it's like how do I do that
I
without
wanted to ask you about that.
what
Like, have you ever thought to like venture out and like just wear something so femme or
completely
so sultry, or do you have
I
that side of
have
you? But I don't feel like it's always expressed through your clothing, and I don't know if you want to or not.
again it's there's a whole like there's two aspects to that conversation. There's the um body dysphoria conversation that we could have about that.
Oh, the
Being somebody
dysmorphia where you're like,
dysmorphia, yeah.
no, oh, like,
Hmm.
real,
I
real.
and I called you about this. Remember? There, I don't know
Mm,
where we were trying to go. We were going out somewhere one night, and I literally like had my entire closet thrown across my bed, and I
oh,
literally was like, I have
Lord.
nothing to wear. I don't like anything that I'm wearing. It was one of those instances where I was just like having full on body dysmorphia, and I was just like, get me out of this. I don't. And I just like literally throw on like the baggiest like sweater or t-shirt that I could find and like a pair of pants,
Mm,
and I just walked out the house. And I feel like that definitely does stem from like my body issues. Um which we're working through. Shout out to
mm.
Ozempic, correction, semaglutide. Um but
And
then
also you're a mental friend. I feel like it's more mental
yeah,
than actual
that aspect as
physical.
well. And then the other side of that is also just like I still gotta walk out. I mean, it's fine if I put it on in my bedroom. Girl, I still gotta walk through the rest of the house. So
Baby.
then I also have that conversation, and then I have to think, I'm like, who am I gonna see tonight? Is this gonna get back to my parents? That because it's like,
Mm.
yeah,
That's
so,
the double-edged sword of being a part of a community, honey.
like
Sarcastic and all, but
I
your
love my
tea
people down, but like I
with your
remember, oh my
tea,
god,
honey.
let me tell you. Okay,
When the
so
tea
this actually
spills, it gets everywhere.
literally. So this, I'm actually glad that you brought this up because it's so funny. Last night I was going through my gallery trying to get rid of pictures, right? Because I was like, if we're gonna be on this vacation, I don't want to lose no storage
Mm,
halfway through.
great point.
Yeah, so I'm going through, and it's October, so it's spoopy season. So I was going through October specifically, like in the past years, and my Halloween from like 2 years ago, my costume for that I wore to work.
Oh,
Um,
I think I remember you, like, made a TikTok with it, right?
If you know
Mhm.
and if you follow me and you've been a loyal follower for a minute, I went as Kim Kardashian to my office Halloween party.
So
Padded booty,
cute.
wig, like
Yes.
AKW beauty, lip gloss, everything. Like big old black sunglasses with the wig, and I posted it on my story. It was on my TikTok, da da da. Da. And then like a few weeks later, my mom was like, "Brian, someone told me that they saw you somewhere, or that they da 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 dressed as a," I said, "Huh, girl? Yeah,
Oh, whoa. Hold on.
yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm. I never told you this. This
From
is
that outfit?
mm-hmm. So I guess somebody shared either my TikTok or my socials or something. But
Oh my
somebody they were like, she was
gosh.
like, "Somebody showed me a video of you," and I was like, "Oh, yeah." I was like, "Yeah, it was just a Halloween costume for work or for you know." But I did say I want $100 from that costume though, and actually
Period.
put gas in
Okay.
my car for the next like 2 weeks when gas was
I know
cheaper.
that's right.
Um, but
While
yeah, and
y'all are
like
hating, Brian's out here winning. Okay, get into that bag. Message. Okay, there's a message in that somewhere, honey. Because what makes you win and get your money and lets you like free yourself and creatively express yourself
is
is
your
gonna anger and
authenticity.
irritate other people, babes. And it's okay. Because guess what? At the end of the day, you're winning, and they're mad.
But I don't know if you've ever noticed when Geshi's like, I've only really explored that side of me in instances where it's like I've only done it like on vacations. Like you remember Tulum, that yellow
Mm-hmm.
jumpsuit, the halter neck with
Yeah.
the low back.
Mm-hmm. Honey, you love to put on a good fit for the
I
vacation.
love a good fit for the vacation. And then there was the yeah. So it's like I've only been able to express that. So it's like I have, I guess, like those conversations in my head about, you know, where do I fit in? I don't know if you know
Mm.
that song from Mean Girls, the musical,
So do you
but go ahead. Sorry.
so do you feel like you'd want to explore dressing like that like outside of vacation? Or you're
Yeah, like
like,
in my
that's just not
everyday.
comfortable now?
No, like yeah, like in my everyday, like the top you're wearing right now. I literally saw one for like guys, but it's more like asymmetrical with like the shoulder cutout.
Mm.
Um
Oh, I have another one
with
like
like
that
a
too. We could be twinning.
yeah, and then there's literally one that's just like literally just right across here, like cleave. But I'm just like, okay, if I wear that though, I feel like I'd really need to have like my chest together. So there's like
No.
the whole, but you see, this is what I'm talking about. Is
Wear
like
the cute outfit, friend.
I, you know, we want
Easier
to.
said than done. I know.
First of all, I actually have to buy it first, justify buying and paying the prices.
No, I get it, especially because it's like so disappointing when you see something and you have a vision of how you want it to look. Don't let you put it on and it look nothing like that. I will break down in this fitting room right now. Stop
Oh,
playing with me, clothes. Stop it.
I I have broken down plenty of time
Mm,
in a fitting room at a mall just because of that. And that's why like I don't even shop at the mall anymore.
because it's just disheartening. I tried to go shopping at the mall yesterday, actually. I spent
And
$60, and then when I went to pack my clothes, I put none of it in there. I didn't even look in the bag. I was like, that was a waste. I need to go get my money back or something. But who's trying to go back to the mall to return these things?
no, because I refuse. And even
Yeah,
like nowadays I'm like even online shopping, I just can't. I don't know. I feel like it's
because you don't.
I just feel like I don't identify with anything that's out there.
You
Whether
now
for
it's like a great time for you to like test things out, practice. Maybe trying to be kinder to yourself. I know everything I'm saying is like, girl, okay, it's one thing to say it. It's
it's
another.
another thing to live it.
Other, yeah. But
I
like
don't know, girl.
I don't know if you can relate to this, but I know like I will my thing is I always look back on pictures, videos from a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and I'm
Mm,
like, "Wait, I looked really good." And I see all these stuff and at the time when I took them, I hate it. I'm like, "Why do I look like this? Why am I making that face? Why is this sticking now? Why is this curve coming through over there? Like, why ain't I posing right?" But then when I look at it in hindsight, I'm like, "Wait, this eats." Like I should have
let me go
appreciated
back to
myself
this.
more. Yes, when I look like that, like it was okay. Like, and so I'm trying to practice like not just thinking that I look good in hindsight and be here
Uh-huh.
right now. Because I don't know where I saw this at, but there was this lady who said that like every time she would talk to old people and like I don't know if it was nursing homes or like what's that place in the hospital where they kind of go to
Hospice?
die or yeah, it's hospice. And then they're like, "Oh, like what do you wish you could tell your younger self?" And like the resounding thing, at least for her, was like, "I wish I appreciated my body more when it was taking care of me." And
Wow.
I always was critical of it because it never looked exactly how I wanted it to, but now I would do anything for that body, and it got me through so much. And I just
Damn.
wish I appreciated it more when I had it. I was like,
Clock my tea. Clock my tea.
"Damn, honey,
No,
that's
but
deep."
I will say there's this weird thing that we do to ourselves, especially when we're younger. We just like discourage the fuck out of our bodies.
Oh
And
my
I mean,
god.
and I've definitely said it on this podcast before. It's like love, I love the body that you're in every single way, shape, or form. Every roll, every stretch mark, every scar. Don't be too quick to dishearten yourself. But it's like it's one thing to give that advice, but it's another to actually take it.
To take it, practice it. It's hard. Like, what do you mean? Don't look at the flaws in my body. I see them right there. They're right there, and I see them.
I'm
It
like,
doesn't.
ugh, girl. It's like
But on the
if
note of
that one little mole would just magically
that,
disappear, Lord.
like, let me get in the Sims creator tool real quick on her, and I will be good with her. Like, let me just etch this in, pull this
You
out. Yeah,
know,
perfect. Now we're talking. But
I mean, like I love the body positivity movement that occurred with like this past generation and then being like, nah, fuck it. Every size, every shape is acceptable, but it's like it's hard to
hey,
remove that conditioning that we've been raised with of like fit is
I grew up
in,
in
skinny is
the early
in,
2000s. Okay, kind of J
babe.
Lo's butt is big. Okay,
J
when
Lo was
Trisha
big.
Ross was
J Lo's
fat
booty was
in
big.
the music video for Kanye's workout plan. Oh, who was considered the fat person back in the early 2000s? And then Raven Simone was considered big. Baby, do you know
Child,
how much conditioning I have to unlearn to
that
be
shit
like,
is
wait,
it's gonna take literally majority of like my late 20s and early 30s in therapy to get over the fact that
okay.
the way we were conditioned, like the
Like the
amount of
girls are
times,
super thin, and
babe, I
even then,
remember I remember girls in like, was it middle school? No, or yeah, middle school being concerned about thigh gaps. You
oh
are 12, no, not yeah, you were like 12 years old.
yes.
What the fuck do you need to know about a thigh gap for?
Honey, no, it was actually
And
sick.
you know who I blame for that? Fucking skinny
Mm.
jeans. Skinny jeans, oh,
Oh,
they were
skinny, that
unforgiving.
era.
They
Oh,
and then the way they were designed, there was like a very specific, like you had to have a very specific body type to be able to rock a skinny jean. And I
mhm.
could never.
It's funny because I loved the skinny jean, but all I could think about was how bad my butt looked in them every time. I was like, why is my ass down here? First of all, where is she?
Not where is she? I'm dead.
I'm so glad skinny jeans are no longer in
Oh,
style.
they should never return
No.
because you know what we should do? What
Mm.
fashion item do you regret ever wearing or like you feel like should not come back?
Oh, that's good. This is hard for me. I hated everything growing up, but body image issues as you said.
Mm.
I shouldn't return. Oh, I don't even know if I really wore these, but like Skechers wedges, like the sneaker wedges.
Oh, child.
Those need to be buried in
No,
the grave.
the sneaker wedges need to RIP. Welcome to actually, you know what? This segment we're calling Fashion Memorial, Fashion Graveyard.
Yes.
Welcome to the fashion
Changes are
graveyard
first.
segment. First things
Okay.
first, sneaker wedges. What were y'all hoes
Yeah.
thinking? What were y'all hoes thinking? That's all I want to
I was
say.
like, I want to be
Like,
comfortable, but I want to still be sexy in a heel at the same time.
and where did they even come from? Where did they start? Because I just remember one. Because my sister had a pair of pink ones,
Your little
pink
sister
suede.
had a
Yeah,
pair of. I
pink
thought nobody
suede.
that was like under the age of 16 in 2005
Nah,
was wearing
girl. I remember, but that's the thing about it though, is like I feel the Gen Z generation, it's like they didn't get that like weird, like, like justice and like, like a specific
Mm.
clothing, genre or fashion era for them just for that like age grab that we had, right? Remember with
Oh
us, it
yeah,
was
I
like,
love justice
it's like they literally
for
were like
sure.
at they were either dressing like millennials or they were dressing like children. Like there was no that tween phase. They didn't have that. But
Mm.
yeah, my sister had a pair of
Green
sneaker wedges.
fashion.
She was like 8 years old with a pair. I said, "Girl, who bought you these?" She said,
Okay.
"Mom."
Look nice to her, honey.
They
Eight
were. I
years old
remember,
with sneaker wedges is insane. Like you going to what, fourth grade with sneaker wedges on to Miss Tate's class?
but that's the thing though. Is like
I
she
bet
wasn't.
not.
But here's the thing though. Is like she went to a private school, so she was in a uniform Monday through Friday.
Oh, no wonder she wanted them sneaker wedges. She's like, baby, I need
Girl,
something to express
I
myself.
need something for the weekend. And I distinctly
Yes.
remember there's a picture of her wearing this like a leather jacket with like white pants and like those sneaker wedges, and she thought she ate
Oh, I could see that.
down.
Oh no, the outfit eats down. I'm already imagining it in my
It was in
head.
white skinnies too. It was white skinnies.
That's like what, 2012 era around there?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
The white skinny jeans were
oh,
doing it for the girls.
you know what needs to never return for me?
Hmm.
Low rise jeans. The ones that like you remember the ones that just like sit right where your crack would show, and the
Right
girls would do
in
the
between.
thongs.
Oh, but wait, I kind of
That
love those.
no,
Oh,
no, 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 no,
I thought we were doing it. I call it a comeback.
no,
No.
girl. This is the fashion graveyard segment. That needs to die and never return.
Why? Like, okay, I get it, cause like, especially for us thicker girls, that was not
Okay,
made for us.
then. Thank you.
Not
Say
made for
that. Say
but
that.
the girls where there was
The
nothing there.
girls who those pants fit right,
Mhm.
down, cleared.
Down.
And this is not to knock, anybody who it's nothing like that, but we're just saying it's like if we can't all look good in them, none of us should wear them.
But now a part
No
of me
way.
is like, maybe it's my time to make the thick girls wear on. No?
Maybe it could
Let
be,
the Upa
but
hang
then
out, honey.
here's the thing though, Wangeshi, that look only works if you have longer like legs.
Yeah, yeah,
Remember?
fact.
Because then the jeans would be like it'd be low rise, so like the length would be off if you were like tiny short.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless
It
you
was
rock the
not made
sneaker wedge.
for the thick girls. Okay, with the sneaker ones. Hold on.
Come on, look.
No. This is supposed to be the memorial, and we about to bring them back from the dead like
We
Frankenstein,
giving the
babe.
girls ideas. Listen, somebody on TikTok about to be next week. Guys, I found these jeans that sit like really low on the hip, so like they make my. Also, what was it about like y'all make like wanting your torsos to look longer?
I understand that. I'm not gonna
When
lie.
it's like
I
you should
get
try,
that.
but then now it's like completely flipped. It's like crop tops and high waisted. It's like now
Mhm.
y'all want
I
the
get
bottom half to look longer. Like what's going on? Pick a damn lane.
No. I'm like, I want my torso to look longer, but I also need a good high waist. Like, how can we get both? Like,
How do we accomplish both?
how do we do
Do you
that's
have
why I
another
love a
one?
good corset that, like, goes, like, low, like,
Mm,
beyond the stomach because, like, it's giving,
I
longer
I was gonna
torso.
say you do love a corseted top.
Do love
I
that's one
do
of the
love
things I bought at the mall yesterday that is still in the bag, but that's one of those. I do love it.
Do you have anything else that needs to die?
I don't know, like, part of me wants to say sew-ins with leave out, but I think that was just from my trauma. I think they look really cute if your hair is well managed, but, speaking from experience, that
Um,
needed to die for me, desperately.
oh, can I can I can I put one in then?
Yes.
Those what are they called? Oh, the puka shells that we used to wear. Remember the dudes used to wear the puka shell necklace?
Wait, was it like the beach kind of
Mhm,
vibe?
mhm, mhm. There's like the surfer vibe.
Yeah.
I blame Abercrombie and Fitch and like stores like Hollister for that shit.
Mm.
They pushed that fucking surfer dude look. Like when I tell you, Abercrombie and Fitch and
Oh,
Hollister gave me fucking body dysmorphia.
no, they that can that brand industry, like, as a whole, the shops go down, die as a whole, like, we just need a whole section for them in the graveyard,
Oh
but all my
yes,
insecurities, goodbye.
girl. They gave me socioeconomic insecurities because my mom would never allow me to buy anything from that store.
Right.
And to everyone who ever made fun of anyone who wore Aeropostale,
Aeropostale.
girl,
Wait, I thought that was
yes,
poppin'. I thought it was
girl.
Hollister, Abercrombie& and Fitch, and Aeropostale.
No, there was a kind of I don't know if girl I don't know what school we went to. I don't know if we went to the same school, but there was this connotation that if you wore Aeropostale, it's because you couldn't afford Abercrombie& and Fitch or Hollister.
I do remember that happening, and I was pissed because it was around the time that I finally got an Aeropostale shirt, and I was like, "Oh, this is for the brokies now? Okay." I still
And
wear that thing down, honey.
just like how I don't know if you've seen this, there's this video of this woman who bought her son a pair of Nike shoes, and he went to school with, and like he picked. She was like, "Okay, which one? This is your budget. All right, go shopping, pick them out. We'll go get them." Right? Picks them out, and everything. Wears them to school. Everybody's like, "Yo, why are you wearing the Mexican Jordans?" They were, and literally he came home the next day, and he was like, "I'm never wearing these shoes again." And she was like, "Why?" And then she looked at that, and it was like, "Oh, yeah." And it's like,
I
but it's like, no,
these were
and
s
that was the same thing with Aeropostale. It was like because a large majority of people who wore Aeropostale were, and it just was like deemed,
it was like, "Oh, all of you regular girlies are able to access it too much, so never mind." I remember I got a Hollister shirt from, I think, Goodwill or somewhere, secondhand, and baby, I wore that thing down. I don't even think you
down.
could see the logo. I swear I wanted to wear it inside out so bad, just so that y'all hoes could see this Hollister, or it was an
Oh,
Abercrombie. No, I think it was
girl.
Hollister. I was like, "Come see, look at the material. Aren't you
Yeah.
proud?" I wanna shake that little girl and be like, "It doesn't matter, baby. It doesn't matter."
Listen, I think you're right. That I think the fashion graveyard is going to have a section for stores that gave us fucking body
Fatties
and
are
image
insecurities
and fucking issues.
so
Oh
bad, like, so bad. It's
God.
like, "Oh, you're not an XS at Hollister? It's
Sorry, our size.
embarrassing."
Oh my God, no. You know the most embarrassing thing was going in there and asking, "Do you guys carry an XL?" They're like, "Sorry, our sizes only go up to large in store. You got to go online for that." I said, "Okay,
And
thank
nobody was
you."
shopping online at that time too, like,
No, that was
oh
another thing because if you shopped online, shipping was crazy prices.
oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And my mom and dad were not paying out the ass for some fucking shipping for a $50 t-shirt.
Mhm, mhm. You know what I wanted so bad? What was it? Was it them, like, colorful Vans or something? Sperry's. Sperry's.
Ooh,
I
yes.
will beg
Those
my
I wanna actually, can we have a section for, um, clothes that, the suburban whites wore that the suburban blacks did not have access to?
No,
Because
'cause, the way I was so excited when they were finally at Payless, I was like, "Mom, please, they're
no,
$40. Please, this
and
one
then
time."
And then I don't know if you, and this ever happened to you, but like if you wore them, people would be like, "Oh, those aren't real Sperry's.
Oh,
They're
don't let
knockoffs."
you be seen.
Same thing happened with the with
Like,
Uggs and Bear Claw. You remember? You'd be
yeah.
like, "Yeah, she's wearing Bear Claw." You can tell because like when she walks, like the go in. I said, no, I literally heard a girl saying that about somebody in in like freshman year of high school about a
That
girl's
is so
Uggs.
nasty.
I said, "Damn."
Yeah, I was like, "Baby, my boots are furry just like yours. Eat a dick."
Oh, you remember that brand and one?
Why does that sound so familiar? What did they sell?
It was the sneaker brand. It was, I guess they were supposed to be like the competitor to like the
Yeah,
Jordans.
yeah. I
Yeah,
never got into that.
so
What
like
happened?
I got a pair and I wore them. Think because my mom was like,
Her.
"Oh, okay, you want a pair of shoes? Cool. Which ones do you want?" I was like, "Ah," because I was never a sneakerhead. That was never me. That was never gonna be me. Like I tried, but I was like, they're just shoes, guys. Like if y'all see the way I do not give a fuck about my shoes. I'd be buying a new pair every like every quarter. I don't be giving a
Mm,
fuck. I just be throwing
honey.
them. Don't give a fuck because I'm like they're just shoes. They're meant to get dirty. Like you'll be fine. Um,
Mhm.
so I bought them. I wore them to school, and then I remember this one. It was middle school too. I remember this one dude. I was walking down the hallway, and they're like, "Hey, yo, Brian, rocking them fake ass Jordans." Ah, ah. Yeah, I
Oh
felt like that kid who got told he wearing
my
the Mexican
god.
Jordans. Yeah,
I hate public
and at the
school.
time, like middle school, I will say like middle school was probably like the worst time for me. Like the worst, absolutely worst of worst times for me. But like,
Because kids are evil and they reach a new kind of evil in middle school, or a lot of kids are evil and mean. It's like you're supposed to
no,
be or something at that time. It's crazy.
there's there's literally something in the water to be said about if you grew up and you went to middle school between like the 20, not even 2010s, like late 2000s.
In the suburbs as well, they will bully you like this is a Disney Channel movie and
No,
this is
because
your
why
one.
did y'all think that y'all were in a fucking decom extra like movie? Like, yo, relentless. So like
Like trying to
I
embarrass you so bad.
oh my god, do you remember your emo phase? In the yeah.
Yes.
So
I
I
love it.
had so like I've always been big. It's not a secret. Surprise. No, it's not. Um and so I
Oh,
remember yeah, I remember I finally got like my first like flannel. You remember the flannel trend with the
oh,
emo? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes,
I
yes.
got my first flannel and I remember I wore it with these like black. I couldn't wear skinny jeans because again they didn't look right on my body when I wore them. Or at least in my head they didn't look right or like they didn't look how I thought they should look. Um and so I wore them with these like black off black kind of grayish jeans and like I wore that shirt and I was like cuz I bought it myself with my own money. I like saved up I went to Route 21. Remember Route 21?
Route
And
21.
I bought Route 21 was like the emo girls like, yeah. And
Yeah.
and then I remember I bought like one of them the studded bracelets. You remember the leather ones with the
Ooh.
and I thought
Mm.
that outfit ate down so bad,
Why can I picture like young you in this right now? Like I feel like I've
right?
seen it.
And then the
Did you wear white
3D
pants with it?
glasses. Huh? No, it was with
Oh,
no, I wore
yes.
black with
Come
with
on,
the
the
3D
three.
glasses with the things poked out. I oh
Yes.
that looked to me, I was like, "Oh, I'm like it right now, right?" I go to school and then I remember I remember exactly who it was. And it's so crazy
Mhm.
because
Say
I
their
lit
name, say their name.
I remember
Of course. Oh my god. Of
this
course it's him.
was it was 8th grade. It was 8th grade and I remember I wore that shirt and we were in Miss Sullivan's social studies class. And he was like and mine wasn't like it was like a blue, like a turquoise with like the black. It wasn't like because I think most people were doing like the red. I chose to do like the blue
Yeah.
because that was the only one that they had in my size. Like I said,
Purr. And it's
I,
giving like, let them stand out, babes.
yeah. So I wore that, and I remember was like he thought he was so funny. He was like, "Yo," I think he tapped somebody else on the shoulder. I was like, and I heard them, and he was like, "Why Brian look like a giant blueberry?" Look at she the way I wanted to run to the restroom and cry.
I would simply
Pass
pass
away.
away.
Yeah, I wanted to. I wanted to.
Like, I don't know if we're supposed to be like God's strongest soldier after going through middle school like that, or it's like, well, duh, no wonder you have these deep insecurity issues after going through that. Because it's like, babes, what the fuck? I'm sorry. I'm
Girl, when
sorry,
I tell
friend.
you,
That
like,
is,
and like
and
my
this is like
mom,
middle school, high school.
middle school,
No, like you're not
like
supposed to be
eighth
hearing things like
grade,
that about yourself at that age.
at eighth grade, girl. When I tell you,
Because all you want to do is like fit in and be like accepted and
and at the same
know
time,
that
it's
you
like
look good.
I'm also having this whole internal struggle about like my identity, sexuality, and I'm just like, so much going on. And I just want to fit in. I just want to disappear into the crowd and just like everybody else, And it's like I do one thing to try to fit in, and it's like somebody literally points out the one thing that I'm so self
Mhm.
conscious about, that everything in like media is telling me that I should be self conscious about. And I'm like, fuck, I think I'm gonna start crying.
No, you're about to make me cry. I'm sorry. Okay. Feel your feelings though, friend. Feel them.
And it just really sucked. Oh fuck.
I'm sorry, friend.
It really
Because it's not right. I mean, you shouldn't have
it's
been
not.
hearing that about yourself, especially around your friends, like your peers.
And
It hurts.
yeah,
You're right.
um
Because
fuck.
he was just, oh, certain people, they just, uh,
Can we
I'm
bleep
like,
him
if you
out,
want us to
please?
get a lick back, yeah, of course, babes.
Thanks.
I was gonna do that anyway.
Okay. Say their names. They're like a total narc. Keep it on the playground. But yeah,
But I did want to hear who it was, and I'm not surprised that it was him.
yeah. Um, and I will say he was definitely one of the people who was not the kindest to me. And I don't know why I was so I didn't realize it until like after um he like moved over. I was like, oh thank God. But then I didn't realize how bad high school was gonna be either. So
Mm,
fuck. Oh my God,
yeah.
girl, do you know apparently I was being bullied and being made fun of on like social media and I didn't even realize it?
When?
Oh my
Where?
God, I didn't realize until after we graduated.
On what platform?
Facebook. I remember there was a picture I had taken, like in front of, I don't know. Remember it was like when everybody was like doing like kind of thing,
Yeah.
I had
Like
taken a picture
tagging
in front of it.
everybody.
No, I had taken a picture and then literally like as a joke, I didn't realize it, but like somebody had actually taken that picture and posted it on like on Facebook on like a different, and just like did a side by side with somebody else, and they were just like full on just like as a joke. And I was like, and I didn't know that until I saw it, and I was like, what the fuck?
I wish people were not
Uh,
like. I mean, I always feel like it's always the people who are also deeply insecure, but instead of doing like us and just being sad about it, they're like, let me shit on you to make you feel terrible
I
because
don't know.
I haven't dealt with my own insecurities. And I'm like, who raised y'all? Like, who raised y'all to make you think it's okay? And like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I was any better than these. Well, I was better than some of these kids, especially Mr.
He who shall not be.
But like to what extent do you feel like you're just kind of doing too much? Like I just sometimes feel like the things that people said to us in middle school and high school, it didn't register to them that like, oh, I'm hurting this person. Like this is I shouldn't be talking to this person or about this person in this way because I just because like look at how it manifests like literally like a decade later like it's still
The
super
fact
sensitive.
that I can't, like,
About.
I'm still trying to like, I mean,
Yeah.
there's a level of like still like loving myself that that I'm getting to.
Hmm.
But in that process, it's like I'm loving myself but I'm loving the person that and I'm trying to love the person that I'm trying to become.
Hmm.
And in that, it's like trying to figure out how that individual like presents themselves to the world outwardly is very, I don't know, I don't know if the word is triggering or it's very difficult or both.
I heard this one exercise and it was like, oh, let me see. Let me try to describe it without doing the most. But it was basically like imagine your younger self on a day that you really needed like confidence or adult guidance and just support. And imagine you yourself like here today going to your younger self like and telling them that they're okay, that they're beautiful. Ooh.
Girl,
Brian, we supposed to be talking about fashion. What the fuck?
no, because
And just keeping that in mind, like what your younger self needed to hear from you or from an adult, and like telling yourself that now that, like, babes, like, wear that crop top, bitch.
oh
Wear
my
like,
god.
let your stomach show, like, wear your fucking blue flannel, bitch, because you look good as fuck. Okay? Like, it's okay for you to wear that. And even though this little boy has a shitty thought of you, it does not impact how you actually look. Like, you actually look really good.
And you know what? I realized blue is actually one of my favorite colors to wear.
Okay, because you rocking that right now.
I didn't
But
do
guess
this
what?
intentionally, and I didn't bring that topic up intentionally to talk about that. But blue is really my color. Like
And
to
is
rock.
because even you were wearing it on Revolt World the other day when you made like the custom
Oh, the cropped.
cutout.
Another thing that
Yes.
I never thought that I would ever get to wear is a cropped like tee or like a cropped shirt
And I
with like
love
a high
this for
waisted
you.
pant. Imagine.
Like, imagine like your 12-year-old self or that person that day seeing you with that fit. Being like, "Oh, wait, and you
No,
customized it yourself?"
I think
I
that day I
love.
made young me very, very proud. And I think that is the whole point, is that if I were to put it on, would that little boy inside me want, would he be proud? Would he
Mm.
be like, ah, the way I used to be? Girl, I used to love to snap in a Z formation. Would that little boy look at me and be like, yes?
Yes, attitude. Now walk off.
No, literally. Oh
No,
my
I think
God.
so. I think that's also what we need to like keep in mind, even during this fashion reinvention phase. Like, if you're hesitant about that, think about younger you before you let like society like really bog you down and take away your confidence and all of that. And like, think about would
Yeah,
a younger you be proud and like be like, "Ooh, okay, I
you
see the
ate that.
vision." Because there was a point, I think, that we were all young and carefree and didn't care about what people thought about. We were going to do our own thing anyways.
What happened to the
Yes.
plot? Like,
Lost the plot.
we lost completely the plot.
Yeah.
Bring us back,
Uh,
y'all.
yeah. I could go into a whole thing about that because, baby, but let's stick to the fashion of
You
it all.
know, um,
I'm trying to also like this past year or two, I've been trying to like do a whole fashion reinvention thing. Like I used to love me a good flower look. Like things have flowers on it. It's calling my name.
let me
If it
tell
was
you
a
something.
flow
I
dress.
helped Wangeshi clean out her closet before she moved to her new
Oh,
place. And the amount of floral shit that was in that closet, baby.
You could
I
not
felt
tell me nothing.
I felt like Stacy and Clinton from What Not to Wear. I said, "Throw it out. You don't need it. Throw it out."
And
It
it's funny
was
because all of that I hadn't worn in like over a year,
it
but
was like,
there's so much of it.
but there's one thing though that every time that I see that I distinctly remember just you was that it was like this maroon or like wine colored. I don't know if it was a peplum top or something with like
Oh, it was like,
the
did it go like
flower.
this,
Yes, I think so. It was a
or did it have
top,
a
wasn't it?
flow at the end?
Yes, it did. It was a dress. It was a dress. I know. I see it in my head now. Anytime I see it, like I remember you. I distinctly remember that outfit.
There was like, yeah, there was like
It
two
was very
variations. There was
boho,
the
very
maroon. Uh-huh. There was the maroon variation, which was just plain maroon, but there was the floral one that was like went like just the two straps here. And yeah, I would
yeah.
wear those two every time I stepped outside.
That's another
Like,
thing that needs to go in the fashion graveyard. Peplum, anything peplum, peplum jackets,
is that like the
peplum
color
tops.
specifically? Is that a
No, no, no,
color?
no. It's the way
Or
that
that's
like it just like it was like a style of top that the girls like it like flared out right at the waist so that it made
mm, I loved those
nope, they need to
dresses.
die. I'm sorry, they need to die. They need to die.
Loved them hard. They were made for
No,
me.
no, you know what else one
They're
gets used
dead
to
now
love?
though.
Yeah.
What?
We skater girl skirts. The skater girl dresses. I feel like you used to own
What is that?
like
I
this
might still own them.
probably
What is a skater girl dress?
look it
Like the
up. Look
skirt?
it up. No, 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 no. It's like the
What is a skater girl?
he was a skater.
Yeah, I need
Let me see if I can show you a picture on
this
here.
past like 2 years, especially moving to New York, I was like, oh my God, I can do so much more with my look than what I typically do. And I just went from like, I just went to hating everything. Yeah, I love these. I still love these. The only thing
Yeah.
I don't love about them is that, like, I think, are these right? Is it like this?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I love these
That was one
to this
Geshi.
day,
To this
to this
day.
day, to this
To this
day.
day.
I love them because they're just so flirty. And, I got a fat ass. So
You be
it just
needing
kind of
coverage.
helps. With the coverage. And I have to say I have a fat ass with pride because let me tell you, the skinny jean days, they were not kind to me, and neither were the people who would make comments about them. So, now I could be like, I got a fat ass. Now what, bitch? And it needs coverage. We need to cover her up because she's so fat. Hope.
It's the way body
Um,
trends move too. But anyway, we're not going any further into
okay.
that. That's a whole
Right.
nother.
But like I actually ended up just like really throwing out my closet, like a lot of things in my closet, like the past 2 years, because everything just gave me the ick. I was like, why did I wear this? Oh my God, it's disgusting. Like, it wasn't even like, oh, I'll wear it less often. It was like, throw it out. Now I have nothing.
Girl. Mm-mm.
So, yeah, just throw away your closet and you'll be forced to reinvent. Just, go to Goodwill as you do it, because it's a very expensive,
It is very
journey.
expensive to read. I think now I'm doing mine in like very small increments. I'm just like buying a piece,
Mm.
something here, a little something here.
So
They
can I expect to see you in like what is it? Like the sheer kind of mesh top?
girl, I've worn that so many times out. I literally wore that New Year's Eve 2022. I've worn it. I
I
like
know, but
literally have
like,
a picture of me wearing that with you actually.
okay, maybe that was a bad example, but I just mean like I want to see more.
Probably.
Well,
I would say
you know, I'm all about showing skin, so maybe I'm not even the right person to be
who
talking to this
knows?
about.
Wait till let's see what the birthday fit is giving. Because I will say I do have
Yes.
a couple of things. And when I tell you the
But
cost
can I see you in a wig,
wig. I don't know if
like
I'm a
a
wig
bust
person.
down?
I don't know if I'm a wig girly.
Well, of course you don't know. You've never tried.
I have.
Okay, you can still know.
I
Oh,
mean,
you
it was a
have?
Halloween costume. It was a Halloween costume, but I was like, girl, the
It's not for you.
brushing, the having to move it out my eye. I was like, oh, it's too much. How y'all girls do
Yeah,
this?
it's a
Nah,
lot.
I'm definitely not I'm definitely not a wig girly though,
What about a
unfortunately.
makeup girly?
Oh, definitely. Because there was a time I did a very like cute for New Year's Eve. Actually, it was like a cut crease eye, a with like
Ooh,
glittery, like silver glittery.
I
I
love
think I still have
that.
a picture. Yeah, I've had
We sh-
instances where I've like definitely like explored that a little bit more, but they've only ever been on special occasions, and it's always been like I don't know why, but I love like a men's suit worn very feminine, like a tuxedo
that's a good
jacket, or
reason.
especially like a double breasted jacket. I don't know why. Oh, I just think it eats down every time.
You like the subtle, like the feminine touch to it. It doesn't need
Yeah,
to be overly masculine or overly femme. It just needs to, there's somewhere in
it
between, like you do.
it weaves in and out of that like those two for me. That's
Mm.
how I like to rock. It's never, and maybe maybe that's just how I get into it a little bit more, even though I'm fucking 27. Jesus. Um, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what the future holds for quote unquote my reinvention or whatever. But I'm excited to for the journey. I'm still figuring it out. I don't know.
I'm
For
excited to
now,
see it too.
like, cause last summer it was literally for me. It was literally big shirt, small shorts, hoochie daddy shorts,
Oh yes, that was a look.
baby.
Do
I
you
wore
still like
that.
that look?
I do. I love a good 3 to 5 inch short. Let the
I
thighs
wish
breathe.
more men did. I wish
Let the
more men
thighs
did.
breathe.
That's
I don't know
yeah.
if I actually I'll probably
Really,
still be wearing those in my 30s. I'm gonna be very honest, because the
you
way
should. That's good.
these thighs are toning up. Oh, y'all gonna want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Should I get a thigh tat?
Mm-hmm. Why not? Are you gonna get a lion like
No,
everybody?
I'll do something cute. We'll talk about it after this. Anyway, let's end this here. Because now we get into
Yeah,
tattoos, and I know one of our friends is going to be very excited to hear me say that.
just don't do it drunken, girl. Just don't do it
Yeah.
drunkenly.
Anyway, go ahead, girl.
All
Close us
right,
out.
y'all. Thank you for tuning in. We yapped about a whole lot of stuff. But the big picture was fashion reinvention. Make sure you share your fashion journeys with us because, baby,
Please. And
that was a
what do
lot of
you
trauma.
think? What do y'all? Let me actually perfect. What do y'all think should enter the fashion graveyard? We want to know. Hit us up on Instagram. We're gonna put a poll out. Send us the items and trends that you feel need to be in the fashion graveyard.
Dead, buried, never picked up again. Don't resuscitate. Do not resuscitate. Make sure you follow us on Instagram if you're not, so that you can even look at the poll. Okay, we're at Untitled Africans Pod on Instagram, on TikTok. You can even see our beautiful faces on YouTube. And then, of course, if you want to listen to us, you can find us wherever you listen to podcasts. That's Revolt, pow 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 pow, Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And shout out to Podcast Addict, sponsor me, girly. I love you bad. But that's all for us. Unless you have anything to add, Brian.